With the Callahan Death Machine fixated on Moose tonight, we welcome you to Impact Wrestling on Access TV on the road to Slammiversary.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Madison Rayne, representing the Influence. She is one half of the Knockout World Tag Team Champions, Tenille Dashwood.
And a question on the minds of many Impact Wrestling fans is that come Slammiversary, 1 week from Sunday, June 19th, live on pay-per-view and Fight TV in our home city of Nashville, Tennessee, will we see the Knockouts World Tag Team titles defended? That is yet to be determined. However, right now, I'm thrilled to have back on commentary. I guess thrilled's a strong word. The Drama King, Matthew Raywalt, who last week fell to the new digital media champion, Rich Swann. How you doing, bud?
Hey, I gave him a run for his money. I was there at the end of the show last week, too. I'm here tonight. I do everything. So don't ever doubt me again, just like I never doubt any member of the Influence.
Tenille Dashwood ready for singles competition against a familiar rival.
Her opponent representing Decay from the Valley of the Shadows, Rosemary.
And Rosemary is out here all alone because her regular partner in tag team action, that is, Havoc, has unfortunately been MIA since Havoc lost to Masha Slamovich 2 weeks ago here on Access TV in what was a stunningly quick victory for Masha Slamovich.
That was a jaw-dropping moment. For me personally, for everybody in the Impact Zone, we know what a terror Masha has been throughout every knockout, every wrestler who's come in her path. But when Havoc stepped toe-to-toe with Masha Slamovich, I think we all expected something very, very different. Finally, some real competition, but it wasn't meant to be.
Earlier tonight on BTI, which you decided to take the night off, I guess, it was Crazy Steve and Black Taurus who picked up a win in tag team action against Johnny Swinger and Ziggy Dice. Well, right now, Rosemary in some sort of mood.
Looking to continue that momentum here. Possibly taking down one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions. You have to imagine she's still, even though Havoc is missing right now, that in the back of her mind, Decay could have another run down the line with those tag team championships.
A lot has to happen. Listen, there's a lot of history between Influence and Rosemary. The Influence multiple times have tried to make life difficult for Rosemary and Havoc at one point a number of months ago. Oh, Madison Rayne trying to distract Rosemary as Dashwood trying to sneak up on Rosemary.
Don't turn your back on your opponent. That is rule number one in wrestling. Rosemary should know that, but good thing she's turned it around right here on Tenille Dashwood.
But as I was alluding to, the Influence, they have taken opportunities to, I'll call it bully, Havoc and Rosemary, make fun of them for the way they dress, for the way they appear and carry themselves. At one point, they attacked Rosemary to make sure that they could have a only 2-on-1 matchup against Havoc. That cost Rosemary a number of weeks of her career.
But can we not overlook the fact that they, for lack of a better term, inspired or influenced Havoc to confront Masha Slamovich? They gave her the courage, the gusto,
well, hold on.
the pride, the power, whatever you want to call it, to face up to that monster that Masha Slamovich is.
I would call it negative reinforcement by the Influence. And now look at Madison Rayne again going after Rosemary.
Always has her partners back. I love a good team. Love a lot of good teamwork here.
And now Dashwood able to grab a hold of Rosemary here. Oh, through the ropes. The neck breaker.
Beautifully executed there by Dashwood, and now following up, dragging Rosemary to the outside.
By the hair.
Hey, I think Rosemary's dragged enough people through the undead realm. It's time for a little bit of comeuppance at the hands of the Influence.
You're talking about Savannah Evans very recently and Under Siege. Here's the cover and a kick out the night that Havoc challenged for the Knockouts World Championship. And speaking of the Knockouts World Championship, how about the history that's gonna be made come Slammiversary, June 19th, live on pay-per-view and Fight TV. The first ever Queen of the Mountain match for the Knockouts World title.
I say it all the time, this Knockouts division continues to push the limits and make history in all of women's professional wrestling, and that is no different at Slammiversary.
Oh! Dashwood, big shot right to the face of Rosemary.
Oh, look, Dashwood's having fun here. She knows she's in firm control, living by the philosophy of always making it all about me. There you go. That's a little play out of my book.
It looked good last week. Didn't help you win, but it looked good last week.
That's all that matters.
Oh, look. Oh, the upside down by Rosemary.
That's a 5 count. Gotta break that.
Well, now Madison Rayne takes her cheap shot while the official was checking on Dashwood.
What a champion does, take advantage of any situation that you can. And beautiful.
Dashwood off the clothesline, cover, kick out by Rosemary.
Like a well-oiled machine, the Influences.
Listen, Rosemary is a former Knockouts World Champion, former Knockouts Tag Team Champion. She understands what it means to stand on her own, but the absence of Havoc, it's appeared noticeable for Rosemary in this matchup. And you don't want to infer too much about what Rosemary's thinking, but still, it seems it's a problem.
I don't want to try to guess what any member of Decay has going inside their mind, quite frankly, but it's got to be definitely a weird, strange change of pace for Rosemary, especially considering Dashwood as her tag team partner out here in Madison Rayne.
Trying to break this hold. Oh, into the corner, Rosemary by force. Able to break things up, but Dashwood right back to it.
That's the tenacity. Tenacity, Dashwood, maybe. That's a new nickname. Oh! Same idea from both wrestlers here, and now both competitors flat on the mat.
Madison Rayne trying to revive Dashwood.
Encourage her partner, her fellow champion.
The Influencers spent so much time trying to prove that they can be champions on their own, yet this singles matchup proof how much they're going to try and help each other bend the rules within a match.
Well, they are on their own as the Influence. As right now, Rosemary starting to build a much-needed head of steam.
Now Rosemary targeting Dashwood.
Oh, God.
Strength of Rosemary.
Could have hyperextended the shoulder there, pulled it out of its socket.
And now Rosemary, yes!
Floating over right into that crossface-like maneuver. Inverted, though. Tenille Dashwood in the middle of the ring. Bad place to be.
Is Tenille Dashwood going to tap out to Rosemary? Oh, no, grabbing at the hair of Rosemary. Finally breaks.
It may not be pretty, but it is damn sure effective from Tenille Dashwood.
Oof. Kick right there to the midsection, and now trying to set up. Maybe thinking Tiger Driver.
Oh, both wrestlers, same idea there.
On a German suplex by Rosemary. Now Rosemary into the cover to pin one half of the tag team champions in a kick out.
Going to take a little bit more than that to shut down one half of the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions.
And now Rosemary trying to end this thing. Up on the shoulders. Dashwood able to get down there, but the distraction provided by Madison Rayne.
No, not like this.
Rosemary the cover. Rosemary's pinned half of the tag champs. Oh, and it's Madison Rayne all over Rosemary.
Well, yeah, Rosemary tried to shove Rayne's own partner into her while she was simply encouraging her from the apron.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
There was incidental contact caused by Dashwood.
That's a buzzword. Wait a second.
Oh, look out! It's the Triple A champion, Taya Valkyrie.
She's got no business here.
Taya Valkyrie, a long history with Rosemary.
Yeah, much of that history is not very pretty, Tom. You and I both know that.
Rosemary backed up Valkyrie a number of weeks ago here on Access TV. Perhaps this is Valkyrie repaying the favor.
Now she's going to have to work a little harder as the influence are in control. Only for a second, no!
And Valkyrie and